Mr. Venom.
Coming up this Tuesday, April 2nd, the Atlanta Hawks take on the Detroit Pistons live from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Do not miss it.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Well, Heat leading by 4. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. They've got Drummond, and it's Gray in at the small forward. Bosh, the screen. In the corner, it's Robinson. Shot off the pick. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. The dude in their last matchup against the Wizards really lit it up on the floor. He finished with 25 points, but also came away with 5 big rebounds. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Bryant dishes to Robinson. Pass to Napier. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Gray. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Passes it to Valentine. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Heat ball. Substitution on the court.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Austin Rivers. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Napier. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Robinson kicks to Bryant. Fires at the elbow. Robinson misses. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Chan. From deep. Can't get it to go.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Here's Napier, averaging 16 points a game. Robinson drives in. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
In low to Ellis. He nails it, and we're tied up.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Here's Napier. Six on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Heat.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Hey, listen up. We got to push the ball, all right? First thing we got to do is rebound. And then I want everybody getting out. Fill the line.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in.
You get a chance here to take a look at Goran Dragic's numbers. Recent weeks have been really kind to his game. He's put forth some solid performances. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And how about this terrific passing display he's put on, Steve? I mean, as this place on the assist chart shows, if you get to the right spot, he'll find you. That's what he takes pride in.
Now here's Bryant, averaging 10 points per contest. Napier passes to Dragic. Miami needs to get a shot off. No good from Dragic. The Pistons lead it. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Chan passes to Page. Ellis dishes to Mahimi. Corner shot. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Napier kicks to Bryant. Outside Dragic. And Dragic has it in the corner. The pass to Napier to end the drought. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And the Pistons making a change here. These are the defenders who are gearing up their game at the perfect time, coming away with the most blocks in the NBA since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Whiteside, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league.
The rim as well as anybody in the NBA during that time.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Page passes to Chan. Kicks it out to Ellis. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You take a look at the Pistons. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Miami, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
You know, for the Pistons, they've been just as tough as everybody expected coming into this season. I mean, one of the teams with a legit chance, in my mind, to win it all.
Man, with the playoffs rapidly approaching, Clark, I mean, this is what you work all season for. They've got to be excited and prepared for the challenge.
.136 left in the first half of the game. Page passes to Chan. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. The dude's got 15 points. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
And it's Dragic off the drive. That drops.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Detroit with the ball. There's a good screen. Up off the screen. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Bryant with a screen for Dragic. Out to the right wing. Here's Napier. Up and in on the layup. Napier's got 9.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim. Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question.
Here's Chan. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple. Pistons have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's the dude. Misses in close.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And the first half ends in a close one. Heat out front. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I don't try to force it on offense, good things happen. That's why I've had success here early on. Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.